Alright, hey guys, this is Kelly and
Lynn.
And we have a special guest also named
Brooke.
Hey Brooke. So yeah, we're back guys, doing just a small little podcast, just want to come talk to you guys. We're actually, this is only on Mondays, but what day is it today? It's Saturday?
Sunday.
Right? Oh, it's Sunday now.
It's 2 in the morning.
It is 2 in the morning, so we're now on a Sunday.
It's a Monday? Oh, it's a Sunday.
It's
Sorry.
a Sunday.
Sorry.
No, it's a Sunday, so we're never on Mondays, but we're also only on Mondays.
We almost made it to Monday. One day early.
I know.
Yeah.
One day we'll be there, guys. But so today we're gonna be talking about basically our animals. Should animals be domesticated, or should animals be
Owned in general.
owned? Okay, yes, that's right. That's what we're looking for.
I guess it's domesticated the right look at this. Right
Look at
word.
that thick paint. Lynn's over here painting, by the way, guys. So we're doing multiple things at once. Have to make the best of this life we got. She had this really cute egg ashtray though that I'm kind of jealous of right now. I'm kind of loving it. But anyways,
Right.
That's not what the podcast is about.
Alright.
So guys, what do y'all think? Should animals be owned? Is that a good thing? Is that ethical? Is it is it the right thing that we should be doing as people? Do they deserve to be owned?
I am kind of in the middle of this.
Okay.
I like owning animals. I think everybody does. It's more I feel like it's a partnership, kind of, or
what?
a friendship.
Yes.
With animals.
But is it with all animals though?
Is it right?
Because there's many different animals that can be owned.
Yeah. Because I've owned bunnies, a bird, other animals, fish.
What's been your favorite pet that you've owned?
Bunnies.
Bunnies?
Or cats. I love cats, but all the animals, I feel like they all kind of act the same in a way.
No. Dogs.
And cats and bunnies. Just how you raise your animal.
Dogs do not act like any other.
Is that the flag they
Randy looks
take
like
down?
he's got something to say. Huh?
Is
No, not that one. There's one on my window right here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Sorry, crosstalk, guys. Lynn's
It's
bad at
just,
that.
sorry. Okay. Sorry. I forgot.
Wait, are we smoking? Is there something going?
No way I can give you a tray. Okay, so.
I don't feel like dogs act like other animals though. I feel like dogs act different. I don't know.
I want to say all animals kind of act in a way the same. You have these basic kind of.
Bro, so you're telling me your bunnies act like Ollie?
Yeah. You see?
Do they?
Do you see the zoomies he gets?
Yeah.
Now, bunnies aren't as.
But do they cuddle up to you like Ollie does?
I've had animals that cuddle up to me, and it's weird. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you. So I had a bunny who would sleep with me at the end of my feet.
Yeah.
He would sleep in the covers, but he'd go down to my feet for some reason.
Oh.
Right, probably it was
That's
warm.
snuggly.
Right. It's cuddling in a way, I feel like. Or it's these basic connections you can have with an animal, just in general.
But I know cats and dogs do not act like. Cause I've had a cat.
They
or I've lived
don't
with a
act
cat.
the same, but they have the same. How do you say?
Soul. No.
How do you say? Friendship with you. They have an understanding to form a friendship, and
right.
I don't feel like it's an ownership in a way when you do have this animal, but it's somewhat of an ownership when you lock your dog in a cage or.
Yeah, that's different. Or if you have an animal just for a purpose, it's for security or whatever. Some people own pit bulls or mean dogs just for security, and so they don't treat them as pets. They treat them as
guard
things.
dogs or whatever. Okay,
yeah.
And I feel like animals deserve more than that because.
Careful with the mic.
Oh yeah.
Because if you did that, it's probably loud. Oh shit! Which one? Okay, sorry.
I feel like animals deserve more than to live is for your purpose, because we are animals as well.
Yeah.
And we don't live for anybody else's purpose. So.
Did you hear him? Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Now there's the whole thing about, look at that.
It looks so good.
It's the big white spot. Okay, there's the whole thing about using animals to domesticate them, and I feel like that's more of how do you say, a codependent kind of thing between animals.
Barnyard animals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more of you feed the animal, you give the animal enough space, not industrialized fucking farm where your cows are all cramped and shit like that.
When you have a barn girl.
Yeah, you need to do barn girl, not fucking barn businessman type shit.
Right.
So.
Yo, Speaking of Barn Girl, I'm just saying, there was something that was missed. We did a podcast last night, and it never got uploaded. Y'all have not seen it yet because it got deleted.
It came out horrible.
Yeah.
The voices came out very high-pitched.
Because we did it on, like, my phone. But it was the greatest podcast, and out of this podcast came the Barn Girl.
The Barn Girl.
And it just needs to be relived right now. That's all I feel like. It needs to be relived. And basically we were talking about, like, kids and what age should you have kids or whatever. And how did we get to it, Lynn? You can explain it better. How we
The
got
Barn
to
Girl?
Yeah, how we got to the Barn Girl part of that situation.
Oh, it was a long conversation.
I know, it was a long conversation. But you remember, I don't want to, like, say it for you, but you were saying, like, how did we get on the topic of Barn Girl? Oh, that's okay. That's just the dude that climbed on my balcony the last time.
Yeah, you're funny. Okay, yeah.
I never told you that. That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole nother story about
Yes.
Haley almost dying again.
Yeah, so, but this podcast is ADD, but it's alright.
It's everywhere. The Barn Girl is basically...
Because you were like, oh, we were talking about, like, having kids or whatever, and I was like, I think you should have kids, like, on, like, I think we should have, like, you know, gotten
male guy, basic
farms.
Stereotype. Except
Yes.
I'm gay, and where's my, you know?
Yeah, and so I was
where's
like...
my stereotype? The Barn Girl.
So I was like, you'll have a barn girl. A girl that comes over and, like, milks your cows and, like, messes with her udders and stuff, and then, like, you know...
The bitch, your daughter.
But she's also a little bit gay, and then Lynn comes out to, like, help her one day, and she's like, you need any help in this barn, girl? You know?
You stupid.
And they just, you know, one thing leads to another. Doesn't that sound like a good movie?
Yeah.
Barn Girl.
Kelly's making a whole lesbian film. Watch all the gay
people think
love
it's a
it.
porn, but it's not a porn.
It
It's
sounds
actually
like
a
a
very
porno.
romantic comedy. Or not even a comedy, really. I think it should be a dramedy. You know?
It will be for sure.
A
A
drama.
drama. I guess it should be a drama, not a comedy. Like, not a funny thing. But, like, this is some serious lesbian barn affair love, you know?
Get caught up in the barn.
Yes, and then your husband comes and finds you with the barn girl. You have, you
It's
are
the
the
barn
wife.
girl that got the husband. I'm the runaway.
No, remember the barn girl, she has a boo too, but, like, she comes over and helps with the barn. And
so
you're
we're
the
both-
wife, yes.
I can never be like that though. I'm
These
sorry.
can be.
It's
Because
a
we're talking about
movie.
back in the day.
It ain't even about me.
We're talking about colonial times right now. So these colonial times, anything can happen. We make the barn magic happen during colonial times.
It's like, I'm not on board now. I'm not building this movie anymore. Cut the
Lynn's
movie.
like, I don't want to be a wife and a mother.
Right.
Please don't make me.
It's all fake for me.
But it sounds so good.
Based on me, but fake. Cool.
So
It's like
you'd rather be the barn girl?
I would rather be like the
Yeah,
or like the teacher or older sister
no
who moved
teacher.
in with like.
She's rewriting my movie, y'all.
I am rewriting.
Ollie. There's also an Ollie, a wiener dog. You might be able to hear him moaning and groaning, but he's just
And he
chilling.
can do that.
Yeah, he's just a weirdo. But
Okay, back to topic. No barn girl.
oh, okay.
We're on animals and
So
being
should
owned.
Brooke? What do you think?
See, I think go ahead if you want to talk.
This made me it made me reevaluate. We had talked about it earlier, but I have cats, and now like it makes me kind of feel weird. Like all the time, I'm saying I wish that my animals were human. Like I wish I could give him a piece of my burger, and like I wish.
And because you have that bond with your animals in a way.
Yeah,
It's like
so
you're an animal too, and you're pretty much not allowed to eat a burger, but you're gonna do it anyway.
yeah,
That's
they're
how I
my
feel
kids,
with my
for sure.
animals.
Sorry. Yeah, but I think that's what you were saying, though, Lynn, is that, like, it's okay, like, if you treat them like people, you know? Or if you treat them like a
If
partnership
you give them
type
your
shit.
space, I'm all for people who like. I don't know.
If you're treating them more as just like an object, then I think that's where it becomes
Yeah, if
wrong.
you're really like taking your animal's life away, it's kind of shitty. 'Cause
Right.
Their life is just as much as worth it.
But
as
do you
yours
think
in a
so?
way.
Is that
I do believe. I mean,
I don't know. See,
Oh,
as a
okay.
Christian,
how are you gonna say a lion's life is any less worth it than a zebra's life?
based on the Bible and like just what I believe as a
Girl,
Christian.
What does that have to do with the Bible?
Because
Hold
it
up.
said that like the animals of the earth were put here for humans to either like hunt or use as for work. And so to me, like I don't know,
feel
I
like
just
animals were put here first. I feel like we can use them in a way just like other
Yeah.
animals use each other.
and I'm not
But
gonna
I don't feel like our life is any less worth than theirs because it's another life. You know?
I think it's like.
I feel like these things feel feelings too.
But,
That's where I'm at. It's
but you remember when we were talking about this the first time, we were like, okay, if you had to like save like Ollie's life versus a person's life. You know, like, say an animal you're really close to, like a cat you're really close to, versus somebody, a stranger you don't know.
I'm going to my cat.
You're going to your cat?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the thing I formed a bond with.
What if it's Kevin and your cat?
I gotta go for my brother, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna try to save my cat. But I'm be like, Kevin, can you help yourself?
See,
and go
that's
like,
where it becomes tricky.
My apartments are
you're
right
like, Kevin, grab the cat and I'll grab both of y'all.
Right. My apartments are right next to each other, so like I would knock on my neighbor's apartment but still go and run and get my cat. Like I would bang on his door for a second first, but I would still run in there.
What if it's like a situation like a cliff situation and like you can only pull one up like super like you have to look at
my damn cat. It's
you
my
would?
son.
What if it was Randy or your cat?
I would pull Randy up and Randy would pull the cat up. That's how we would work.
See, so that's what makes it like people are more important. Right.
We're more connected to each other, but that doesn't mean our lives are worth more than an animal.
But they are to us. Like y'all's lives are worth more than an animal's life to me. You know.
Yeah.
Y'all's life is worth more than an animal's life. Even though like I don't know, I love my dog like more than I love anything in life.
So would you put yourself in a risky situation to help an animal? Now, regardless if there was a human or not.
Depending on the situation.
I feel like I would.
It depends on the situation. If I knew for a fact that I would die or more than likely die, then no. Fuck
but
no.
I'm gonna try and okay.
It depends on the situation.
Same thing with a human too.
No. Yeah.
I wouldn't risk my life for another human.
If it was somebody I really loved.
Yeah. But I would do the same for an animal if I really loved them too. Like.
Yeah, it's very nuanced, but I also just feel like when it comes down to people just, they do mean and they matter more than animals. Like, animals are very, like, I love animals. Backwoods. Ugh, whatever. It's fine. But I don't know.
Backwoods lover, you're a everything lover.
Yeah.
You can't love backwoods.
And you can't love.
Yeah, you gotta at least try backwoods one time in your life.
Well, I have tried them. That's why I know I don't like them.
Yeah, I've tried them too. I like them every now and then.
Well, I mean, today's gonna be one of those now.
That we just gotta get used to it. Like, that's life.
So that's what I think about that. Do we have any more to say about this topic?
Do we have another topic we gotta go on?
We can go back to the barn girl.
Or just the whole. I was gonna say child abduction. That's very
abduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should. Oh, adoption.
Not adoption. What age is an acceptable age to have kids? Or what do you think is an age that is like reasonable? Or
okay, yeah.
Where do you stand on having kids?
And do you stand on your kids?
We stand on your kids.
We don't. We try not to. But I think it's just like, I don't know. Like I was saying yesterday, I think that if you're of a mature age, any age is okay. Like if you're of a mature mindset. And if it was up to me, like, we'd be back in, like, colonial times. And we would literally be, like, getting married when we were, like, 18. Like, having 1 million kids. Living on a farm. But we're just not in that era anymore. So I feel like kids these days are not mature enough to have kids. So you almost have to get, like, get to the right age to be able to, like, be old enough to have kids.
I feel like you have to be financially stable to have kids, too. Because a lot of people in our generation aren't. And mentally stable, too. You have to be mentally stable and emotionally and whatnot to have children, honestly, because you're not, and even if you think you are, and even if you are, you're still gonna affect your child in one way or another,
right?
Because it's just you're raising a person. So
yeah. And I feel like if you I feel like it shouldn't just be like so much on the financials, because I feel like a lot of people wait these days because they think they need a certain amount of money to have kids, and I don't think that's true. I think that
what I mean by that, I get what you're saying. I feel like people do think that way, but I feel like I want to be stable.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like
stable-minded is the most important thing.
Right, and because I feel like there's probably going to be a day that a child is going to fall into my lap or whatever. Or there's going to be a point where I'm going to want a kid.
Right.
And it might not be as financially stable as I want, but you can't wait for that, because it's not as a person born in my life status, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I can make that happen, of course, but
And it's better, honestly.
You have to think reasonably.
You have to think reasonably, yeah. And you have to think, like, just, am I of the right, like, mindset, basically? Because I feel like once you have a kid, you'll end up, like, being more, like, you'll be more of, like, a hustler, like, when it comes to getting money and shit like that. Because you know you gotta make it, you know?
You know you gotta provide for that child.
Right.
Sierra's
a good example, yeah, for sure.
Crazy, honestly.
It is. I still can't believe she's 16. But, like, I mean, not that I like teenagers having kids, because I feel like that's kind of scary, you know, like...
Yeah,
you should definitely wait till out of high school, I feel like, in this day and age.
That's a choice she kind of made that I guess she didn't mean to. I would say she didn't mean to.
I'm sure, but... Who knows?
Can I weigh in?
Huh?
Can I weigh in?
Yeah, go ahead. Randy's also here, by the way, guys. We have a second guest. Here he is.
Well, what I like to say is that, you know, like you did say, it's a new era, right? It's not colonial times no more. So,
right.
I mean, there's people back then that obviously not everybody's going to be mature enough
to have
kids and stuff like
no
that.
Matter what
but
age.
We are in a different age now, so I feel like a lot of people being young and stuff like that, not having so much responsibility as our ancestors did back then. You know, we're not forced to do this type of work on a farm, or we got to do this and have this family and stuff like that. We have more of a freedom, live more of our life. So I feel like people and humans should be able to like live and do whatever they want to do with their life as young as they possibly are until they get to a point to where they want to settle down, whatever age that is.
Yeah.
And it just comes, like you said, it comes to a point to where maybe it's their mental status, and some people may be mentally ready, some people may not be mentally ready.
That's true. I think the mental is the most important thing, like, you know, because if you have a kid when you're like mentally like unstable, then like you're gonna be harming the child.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I feel like there's also what is the ripe age for a female?
Yeah, which is young. For men, and this is one thing that, like, apparently, like, women come into their, like, ripe age, or whatever you could say, like, whenever they're, like, you know, early teens, like, early 20s, late teens. Mature, right. And then men don't really mature until, like, 30s.
That's body-wise or whatnot.
That's mentally.
Too,
and mentally, yeah. And body-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we mature so much quicker than men. And so that's another thing.
Like birth givers and everything.
We are birth givers. We're birthing people.
Intuition where y'all can like sense things that we don't even know.
But
maybe that's certain people.
No,
she's like, not me.
No, definitely me, not all people. Not all women.
You're a birthing person.
Yeah. We'll see.
I feel like I was kind of forced to grow up a little bit, and that's where my mental state comes from.
Right.
I feel like it just all depends. Like, I feel like women are born to lead in a way. Just like, not to lead, but we are like, I want to say we're the lead. I can say that. Because we do a lot, and it's like men are given so much credit. Not that you're bad or anything. Men are great too, but I feel like women deserve more credit for.
We're the heads of the families for sure.
Honestly, we're women. Come on, we give birth and then we raise y'all. You know? Yeah, we raise y'all daddies basically. Like,
we do. We raising you bitches out here. We're raising you sons. All you bitches and my sons. You know.
That's crazy though. Right?
Ollie? He's too much. I cannot. Have you ever loved a wiener dog so much? Because I haven't.
And she's not talking about her dog.
I'm not talking about my dog, or am I?
I mean, like...
So what do you think's the best... Oh, wait. What do we go... No,
the best ripe age? I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that should be a thing. Because just because you're ready to have a child, it doesn't mean you're ready to have it. I feel like body-wise...
Is there any age that's too old to have a kid?
I say do when you're ready. 40. You do also know that you have complications to when you get
older you get, right.
And you're going to know that the younger you are, you're probably going to miss out on life a little bit because you have a child. Some people don't say that.
Right.
And that's, just how they feel. That's just how I feel. So,
I felt like that too whenever I was younger, though.
Right.
I really did. I felt like that.
I had a lot of people be like, the right age is like 16 to be having kids, because that's when women are fertile the most, and it's like, it's not about that.
16
but okay.
is really young. You might be the most fertile when you're 16, but I feel like waiting out at least to get out of college. I mean, to get out of high school is the best.
Plus, if you do have kids at a young age, that's just more time you can spend with them.
Right.
Well, it's true, but 16's
you're growing
young.
up with your kid. That's what I feel like.
18.
And that's
18's a good age, I think. I think between 18 to 25 is like the prime age. But I feel like if you have kids after that, it's not a big deal either.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're asking me what the best age I feel like to have kids, it would be 18 to 25, in my opinion.
I don't feel like, yeah.
That's just,
Yeah.
But I think you can have kids.
I could go with that.
Because, I mean, I could see myself having kids right now, and I'm in my 30s, you know, so it's like, it's not that big of a deal to have kids outside of that age, but I think if I had done it all over again, I would have had kids earlier, you know, if I wanted them. So.
If you wanted them.
If I wanted them. Look at, this dude looks stoned right now.
This guy?
Oh, yes. Doesn't he?
No.
He just
has
has
smoke in here.
Well,
not yet.
I do need smoke in here. Randy's coming to the rescue.
The backwood.
I just keep painting this and it's not turning yellow.
It looks cute. It is yellow.
It's that white part that I said.
I love it so much. Look at that. It's perfect.
Right there.
You need some better yellow? I have some better yellow.
Better yellow.
Make the edges all dark.
Here, you need like yellow? Or like yellow? Or that's green.
That's like mustard. That was an ugly color.
That's a good color.
Hey.
This is not mustard.
Yeah.
This is like green.
That's like olive mustard shit. That's like spoiled mustard.
That's like baby poo.
Wow.
Right?
He perked his ears
I
up.
know you want kids, but not yet. Not for
No, I don't want that. If that's what kids is like, that's nasty. Anyways.
What's that movie we watched? It has like the girl from V from Vendetta. What is her name? She's so awesome. But it was so messed up. It was whenever she was young. Oh my goodness. It was such a good movie.
Not sure.
Natalie Portman.
Ooh, I love her. Is it Black Swan?
Ooh.
Oh,
She was a little girl.
no, she was a little girl.
Her family got murdered, and this guy's a hitman. He pretty much like brought her into her apartment, teaching her how to clean.
What's it called?
I'm looking
I
at that.
can't remember. It's a 90s movie, like 94 or something.
Huh. I got a little piece right here. That's cute. These stickers. Anyways, we're getting ADD right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I guess we'll go ahead and log out. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm
I'm
gonna have to edit this podcast for sure. We had some moments in here, but
we had some moments it was like really quiet. Y'all were listening,
right?
and I forgot. Shit.
We love you though. But yeah, we'll be back. Me and Lynn, maybe.
Maybe not.
I don't know. Y'all have to see. Love y'all. Bye.
Kelly's leaving, so we probably
Maybe
won't.
No, we will. Goodbye.